A relation table is a special kind of table that, as the name implies, is all about relationships between model elements. Here in this Rhapsody model, we have some requirements, and there are two types of model element that have satisfaction dependencies to them. We have use cases and we have blocks. There are also gaps. There are requirements that don't have any incoming satisfactions, and one of the use cases doesn't satisfy any requirements. Relation tables are great at highlighting that kind of information. Here we have a regular table layout. This isn't a relation table, at least not yet. The criteria has been set to show satisfactions, and the columns show the model elements at the from and the to ends. There's also a table view based on that layout, and if I double click that to open it, we can see there are 4 rows, one for each satisfaction dependency. Let's change that. On the General tab of any table layout, you will find the option to turn it into a relation table. You can select that option before or after you choose the criteria, but the criteria must be a type of relation. If it isn't, then Rhapsody simply removes it. If I select that option, then 2 new tabs appear, From Element Types and To Element Types. We can use those tabs to filter the table based on the types of model element at either end of the relations. Let's select the From Element Types tab, and we'll change that to use cases. Now there is a way to jump down in the list, but it's not immediately obvious. If I press the U key on the keyboard, nothing happens. But if I click any one of the names in the list here, so that field becomes active, and then I hit the U key, it does jump to the start of the U entries. I can scroll down a little and then select use case as my from element type. Notice at the top here that we can also use queries to select the from and the to element types. For the to element types, I'll do that again, but this time I'll select requirement. If I click apply and then refresh the table, it's now filtered to only show satisfactions between use cases and requirements. But that's not all. Relation tables add new selectable properties into the columns tab to give us gap analysis. If I change from element to from element all and then refresh the table, now all of the use cases are shown and I can see which ones don't have any satisfactions. I can even fill that gap right here in the table. If I right-click a cell and select Add New Element, then I can use this dialog to add a new satisfaction from the use case in that row. If I click the To Element field, then the mini browser is automatically filtered to only show the element types at the To end of the table, in this case requirements. We can do the same for the To element. If we change that to To element all and then refresh the table, we can now see requirements that don't have any incoming satisfactions from use cases. If I add a new element there, then the dialog knows that the from end is a use case, and so that's all I'm allowed to select. That's all for now. Be sure to check out the other videos in this series to learn more about table views. And as always, look out for more Rhapsody features you may have missed.